Administering the federal aid highway program is a complicated and sometimes difficult task, but it's getting much easier thanks to stakeholder partnering.
I was surprised when I first started with Federal Highway how the states didn't talk to each other. I mean, you guys don't pick up a phone, call your neighbor and say, well, how do you do this? I think that's come a long, long way.
Stakeholder partnering is a chance for us to bring our partners to the table to help them deliver their projects and find out what those hurdles are, what those challenges are, what those barriers may be, so that we can help them break down those barriers and help them to spend those federal funds in a compliant manner and to make sure we're making their lives easier.
The Missouri Department of Transportation must coordinate with 114 counties and 1,000 cities.
So before we had our stakeholder partnering, our compliance with our program was pretty low. And currently today we're up around 93% compliance with the program.
Stakeholder partnering is a proven success in many other states as well, including Georgia, Florida, and Virginia.
We went from probably 6 non-compliance issues to actually 0.
More than 30 states have stakeholder partnering groups made up of representatives from local public agencies, the State Department of Transportation, and the Federal Highway Administration. Stakeholder partnering promotes transparency, integrity, and consistency in LPA program administration. It helps to improve and streamline processes and clarify state and federal project requirements. Locals feel ownership of their project and delivery schedule. It is also an efficient way to use staff resources.
One of the things we really wanted to accomplish was consistent interpretation of federal regulations. And we felt that if we could have all 3 players at the table, we were all speaking the same language and we better understand those regulations.
The Georgia DOT credits stakeholder partnering meetings and increased training for improving compliance with the federal program.
We get feedback now from the locals who initially they may have said, we don't need this training, we've been delivering them for years. Once we started grading them, they get 100 on the scores, that kind of shoots up the morale, and they're like, that's the best training we ever had. We really understand what we're actually tasked with doing and what our commitments are as well.
The Virginia DOT hosts an annual 2-day workshop to offer training to 200 localities.
That first workshop, I think we had 250 individuals, but it was a success. And so we've grown from that number every year. The last 2 years, we've had attendance at 550, and we had to cut off registration.
The need for stakeholder partnering is great.
Because the highway program is complex. Whether it's state funded or federally funded, it's complex. Getting together and talking about some of these issues to help solve some of these problems, I think will go a long, long way.
To me, it's a no-brainer. You know, how can you not improve your program by improving the communication? Anytime you analyze an organization, communication always comes up as an issue. Any group I've worked in, that's always an issue. So if you're improving the communication and building those relationships, why wouldn't you want to do that?